a somewhat fundamental thing that we talk about in photography is focus. Now, I don't want to be oversimplistic for you, but if you don't realize what we mean by focus, focus is whether something is sharp or not, or blurry. If it's in focus, it's sharp. If it's out of focus, it's blurry. Now, in most cameras, there are multiple ways to achieve something being in focus. We've talked about in the earlier lessons on the exposure triangle about movement blur that comes from shutter speed, or about blur from depth of field that comes from aperture. But of course, there is focus itself. Now, most cameras come with either autofocus or manual focus. Some lenses are compatible with the autofocus features of the camera, some are not, in which case you'd have to focus those in manual focus. Most autofocus lenses can also be focused in manual focus. Now, what focus means is within the camera there are elements of glass. When you're focusing, you're moving one of the bits backwards and forwards to focus that beam of light that's coming onto your sensor so that something is sharp. Autofocus in modern cameras is generally very reliable, and I would suggest that most people are best off using autofocus most of the time. There are occasions where you might want to use manual focus, either because you're using an old lens or you have a particularly tricky situation where the camera is failing to hit focus, or sometimes you may be focusing on something very close and the camera can't cope with that, in which case most lens cameras will allow you to move the camera in manual focus mode, or it may move in by default when you start turning the focus ring on your lens. So this lens I'm holding here is a zoom lens, which means that you can zoom in and out, but it also has a focus ring. Lenses also have focus rings. So that is focus.